see just released the reveal panel for the new operation, Operation Heavy Metal. With this comes the most amount of changes to the game that we've seen in years, as well as an outstanding operator that I'm going to break down all for you in this video. Stick to the end because there are some changes that will blow your mind. Let's get into it. So, new operator, first of all. New operator.
Operation Heavy Metal. It's coming with a new operator Ram coming from South Korea. She's joining.
No operator is Ram, okay? Nobody really cares about her lore, to be completely honest, but South Korean operator joining Red Hammer, really, really cool. Dude, this this operator is so overpowered. Like, look at this shit, look at this shit. It's a tank. It's a tank. She brings a tank. It can break soft floors, it can break soft walls, it can break castle barricades, deployable shields, Malusi gadgets, Azami barricades, like literally anything that is able to be destroyed with frag grenades, impact grenades, can all be destroyed by this. Absolutely crazy. It's a remote detonated gadget as well, so it's just absolutely crazy. There's the commendation system too. Nobody really cares about that, let's be completely honest. You can commend people like you do in Overwatch, and you get rewards for it, so that's pretty cool.
The main objective for the changes that we're doing to Quick Match is to make it faster. Not only by reducing...
So they're fixing queue times, is what they're going to say here. They're fixing queue times a lot, which is awesome. So what they're saying here is in Quick Match, or in I think their new unranked playlist as well, they're going to have the site set up for you when you spawn in. Because let's be real, if you're in a Quick Match, you're not setting up site. So they're gonna leave you with like 4 reinforcements left, but they make all of the site rotates, head holes, feet holes, and reinforcements that are like the most commonly used, and they already have them set up on site, which is awesome. It's super cool. And they're also making it to where it's not like best of I think 4, it's gonna be like best of 3 now, so it's even quicker. So that's awesome. Like, look at this, it's already pre-reinforced, pre-rotate right there.
Which will be chosen randomly at the start of the round, and they will cover the most reinforced walls, but also leaving agency for the players to use the remaining ones as they want.
So there's going to be 2 random site setups that they might use.
System called Attacker's Protection, which basically consists on a 10-second invulnerability phase at the start of the round, which will allow for a much safer approach to the building.
So you can't get spawn peeked! You can't get spawn peeked! Because you have invulnerability within the first 10 seconds. So imagine an Amaru sprints up with a shotgun, gets in sight before that 10 seconds is over, because I know that's possible, and they just can't get shot. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's going to be so good for maps like Cafe, where there's so many spawn peaks.
We'll be launching this season with a reduced map pool.
So this is not this is not the ranked map pool before anybody freaks out. This is casual. But that's pretty much it for like the new game mode stuff. I don't really want to go too in depth into that. We can go over one more thing though. They are adding gun game, which I think is super cool. I love gun game modes. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to make so much content off of that. Sub the YouTube channel down below if you want to see that. But let's get into some more actually enticing updates that I know y'all are actually here for. First of all, being the shotgun update. They are significantly buffing shotguns. Like you can one-shot people with shotguns from like 20 feet away. It's stupid. And the site setup is also a lot easier. Like look at that. One shot from a shotgun did all of that. All of that. Imagine how good Buck is going to be.
So broad changes that you can expect with the shotgun.
Look at the range. 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 Look at the range that just was. That is a full health 3 armor operator that he just one shot. I want to exaggerate this. That was a full health 3 armor operator that he just one shot with a shotgun from that distance. I want that to be known. They turned it into Fortnite with that one pump. I know Supernova was already dumb enough. So Supernova and the GIGN shotgun, the one that comes on like Doc, Twitch, and all of them, bro, bro.
Are far more precision when you're ADS, far more destruction when you're not. And
Look at that!
Destruction when you're moving and not ADS. And some of you already know this actually works, and I've been doing it with the Bailiff for some time. Well, we've actually taken that feature and expanded that across the rest of the shotguns.
Dude, they just made a Bailiff do what a normal shotgun does.
We don't want anything in the game to ever be a non-option. So at the end of the day, shotguns are going to be far more consistent and a viable tool for you to bring.
Look at that, 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 look at that. What the fuck? What is that? Okay, so imagine this, right? Ella's shotgun's range is already super good because you can have an extended barrel on it, right? And then the fire rate makes it great for certain things. Ella's shotgun now is going to be overpowered. It has good range, good damage, a crazy fast reload speed because it's a mag, right? And then the fire rate's stupid. It's stupid. A 2-shot from that's what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. This Fuse update is so cool. I want you to know as a prerequisite to this, Fuse was the #1 most won with operator last season. So out of all the operators that you win the most with, Fuse was the #1. So technically he was the best operator, but everybody knows it's not the deployment. Off the shield.
The goal here is versatility.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Or you have Osa on your team helping you. It has extreme destructive.
That's so cool.
So Grim, in part 1, we really focused on the efficiency of
Okay, so if y'all don't know, they were doing a 2-part Grim buff, one last season and one this season. The one last season, they just buffed his times of, like, his gadget just faster, right? Now they actually reworked his gadget. So it's like Zofia, where there's 2 different things that come out of the launcher. There's Grim bees that stick to whatever you shoot it, and then there's Grim bees that bounce off of surfaces. So think of Sova, right? Like Sova, you can have the dart either stick to a wall, or you can have it bounce off of a wall. Same exact concept with Grim. That's how they're reworking it. Because the one thing that sucks about having a launcher is the fact that you expose yourself so much when you peek a door to shoot the launcher, right? So now if you're able to bounce it off of the doorway, you're not actually exposing yourself to an angle, which is super cool.
point this launcher and put yourself in risk in order to actually take that shot.
Right,
So
like I was
the second
saying.
part of the buff is actually to add an alternate mode to the launcher. This new alternate mode will allow the player to actually bank canisters off the wall or off a surface instead of directly sticking to them.
So that's pretty cool, right? Like they actually made him slightly more viable now. Also, they reworked Frost this season. So I want y'all to see this. This is a bit controversial. A lot of people don't like this rework when it was first announced. But I want to see y'all's opinion in chat whenever you see what this is.
Change is trying to do, where if a player finds themselves in a welcome mat, they have options. Options are, I can pull that off myself with severe debuff. I'm probably not going to survive that anyway. But at the same time, I can also have.
So you're able to revive yourself out of frost mats now. But there's a huge thing that comes with this. You typically don't want to do it unless it is your only option, because if you do it, you're limping and you're not able to sprint, and you leave a huge trail of blood for like the majority of the round. So you typically don't want to do it, but if you're forced to, like in a solo queue environment, they just made it to where you can. I actually do like the change, I'll be completely honest, because most times you're just going to wait for your teammate to revive you anyways, but this is more for casual players or people who are solo queuing that can't rely on their teammates to be able to self-revive, because you don't want to be self-reviving ever, unless you're forced to, because that debuff is going to make it to where you can't quick peek, you can't like peek in general, right, without losing any gunfight, you're making noise, you're leaving blood trails, so it's not good. It's not good at all. Also, a cool change for like newer players, if you want to make like alt accounts and stuff, is they have like almost like a campaign. Like they have hundreds of hours of content of newer player stuff that you can learn every single possible mechanic that you could possibly learn. So it teaches you how to move, whether it be crouching through rotates, proning, climbing ladders, rappelling, whatever it may be, the basics, right? You have like a basics tutorial, an attacker tutorial, and a defender tutorial that teaches you how to barricade, reinforce, roam, anchor, and then attack. It teaches you like just all of the basics of like how to attack, where to go, how to position yourself, which is good because the hardest part about this game is learning it initially, because like the learning curve is so high. It's not like any other game, and this really mitigates that. It teaches you the importance of pings, making rotates, how to set up sites, so I think it's actually really beneficial. And if you complete the tutorials, I think it talks about it right about here, you do receive all of these operators for completely free, as well as 10,000 renown. And then there's some more player comfort stuff, which we'll go over right now.
Last season, we introduced free cam in the match replay. And this season...
So this is good for content creators.
We're allowing you to remove the HUD from the replay cam so that you can capture the...
So now I can just make thumbnails, and I don't need like an extra person to do it. So if there's like a really cool moment in a game where it's like somebody had this really, really long angle on me, and I want to make a video on it, I can just go back into that match replay, turn the HUD off, get a picture of that long angle, and now I have a really good thumbnail for a YouTube video. Or like when you're watching Pro League, they can get free cam, which like allows them to show really cool angles.
That you're making. So this feature is also
Like look at that.
spectator mode. Free cam.
That's cool.
plus hide UI.
So you can hide the UI as well, which is really, really cool. And then also you're able to kick people out of your lobby and promote them to leader now, which you weren't able to do if you wanted to stop queue or take somebody out of your lobby. You just had to leave. But now you can actually kick people out of your lobby, which is cool. And then they changed like how battle pass things work. So you can actually, it's not like a little maze you have to go through, you can just choose which ones you want. And then this is actually the new operator and like everything that counters her, everything she can destroy. So this is an in-depth thing about the new operator, which is what I know y'all are actually here for. This is the cool part. It's crazy that they gave us up a 1.5 R4C, stuns, secondary shotgun, and 4 charges for the gadget. Yeah. I talked about this before the operator came out, because I already knew she was going to be crazy. I was like, she has to be a 3 armor. There's no way in their right minds they don't make her a 3 armor, and they made her a 3 armor. So thank God. Thank God they made her a 3 armor. There we go.
These are massive bulletproof tools of soft destruction.
Look at that.
Ren
Look at
can
that.
throw these boogies from pretty much anywhere. So behind cover, she can also do this while repelling. And
It breaks barricades.
in fact, if she were to throw one of these through a barricade, it'll smash right through. Though a cast
It's
armor
stupid.
will withstand the impact. Once a boogie has been deployed, Ram can activate it from anywhere on the map. She does this remotely, just like you would with Thermite or Fuse.
So dumb.
At any point
So
before
dumb.
activating her
Look,
gadget,
look,
Ram can
look.
use the alternate
Now
mode
you just have Vert on the site.
to move directly
It can
forward,
curve too. It doesn't have to go
flipping
straight.
it to the left or to the right. These alternate modes can be very useful to deal with situations, say, around a corner without having to expose yourself. A great example of this
Look
is
at that.
Lukrembo in Oregon Basement.
You might be thinking, what if there's a mute jammer there? Mute doesn't counter this operator. Mute does not counter this operator. I don't know why.
Ram's kit
I
is really designed to
couldn't tell you.
allow players. Ram's first primary option is the R4C.
With a 1.5 times scope.
This is Ash's
Look!
signature assault.
Look! Look!
This weapon is great for aggressive pushes onto site. and those
What were they
barricade hits.
thinking? Oh, and she has Zophia's LMG.
For more
Look! Look! So now you can just sit on Vert with an LMG and just rain hellfire, and they can't do all about it. That's so crazy! It's so crazy! And it's not any LMG. It is an LMG with 150 bullets with a 2x scope. I can't, dude. I can't. Look, breaks castle barricades too. Which no one's gonna use, and I'll tell you why.
This is going to be very useful in a gunfight in case you ever run out of bullets in your primary.
Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look, they gave her a shotgun! They gave her a shotgun! Chat. They gave her a shotgun, okay? Now, first of all, if she didn't already have 4 of her gadgets that's able to destroy Vert, right? If she didn't already have 4, now she has a shotgun, which normally wouldn't really matter, right? Wouldn't matter. But then we talk about the shotgun buff that I talked about earlier, and now she has a secondary option for close range gunfights and even medium range gunfights. You can go around with this ITA, and you don't even need your R4C anymore. You don't need it. You could go around and use that shotgun and win the entire round. I swear to God, you could. Maybe Buck will be dethroned. Okay, but Buck's shotgun is even better. So like, for Vert aspects, sure, I think he will be definitely dethroned. No one's gonna be playing Buck for Vert anymore. Maybe for multi-level Vert, like on maps like Cafe, where you can get it through like multiple floors. But anything other than that, there's no way. And then Sledge, right? No one's playing Sledge anymore. 3 armor, worse than even Buck. Now definitely worse than this operator. No SMG 11. They might as well take his arms, legs, and his ability to see too. Like it's just, this is overpowered. This is overpowered.
Ram is a 3 health, 1 speed operator.
Thank God, right? Thank God. Like, bro, look at that.
Defenders throw at her, she's not going away anytime soon. So Ram's secondary gadget.
And she has flash grenades! And she has heart-breaching charges! I can't do it! They're like, how can we make an operator the most overpowered that we could possibly make an operator? And that's what they did here. It's so stupid.
Her first option is flash grenades.
Right.
Which are fantastic
Dumb.
in a gunfight to really push down on
Absolutely dumb.
defenders. At her simplest, Ram is a fantastic vertical operator. Unlike operators like Buck or Sledge, she can do
Look,
her
look,
defense
no. I want you to just look at what the put on screen really quickly. Look at this, hold on.
like a vertical operator.
Look at it right. Look at it right. Look at the amount of soft destruction. look. That is 1 drone, 2 shotgun holes, and a hard breach charge. All in 1 operator. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? What were they thinking? What is happening?
That players who are perhaps a bit bit wary of doing vertical play.
And look. It breaks soft destruction around it. So it broke all of the soft destruction on this cabinet too, as you can see. So if you put this thing on like super high cabinets, it'll break the ceiling above it too. So you might be thinking like, oh, but Buck can play vertically below sites, and this operator can't. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. She can do that too. And if there's a wall, and this drone glides alongside the wall, it'll break that wall too. The entire wall. Absolutely stupid. Look at the amount of soft destruction. Look! Deployable shields don't stand a chance.
More experienced players may notice that remote activation, alternate modes, and also the sheer sound that
This is what I was talking about earlier.
will typically want to pay attention.
You can't hear gridlock tracks, you can't hear flashes, you can't hear yings, you can't hear Amaru, and you can't hear fuse because of how loud this gadget is. So it pairs really well with operators like this, right? So imagine it, right? You have a fuse charge that you put down. They hear you put the fuse charge on. You don't activate it though. You don't activate it. They hear the fuse charge being put down. And then you put a boogie device down, which is what this gadget is called, right? Then the boogie activates and they run away. They run away from the soft destruction being created above them, and they run right into your detonated fuse charge. Absolutely crazy. But because of this, you're able to play Ying, you're able to play Fuse, you're able to play Gridlock, you're able to use smokes. So I think this is going to usher in a new meta. I haven't said this about any of the operators. Even when Azami came out, even when the past two operators came out, none of them have been meta changing. I genuinely think that this operator will be meta changing. I think we're going to start to see some sort of semblance of more of like a plantish meta and like a utility meta. We haven't seen this in years. This is the dumbest operator I've seen in so long.
Bandit trick a
In so
wall
long.
when the ceiling is being torn out from above.
And so stupid.
Operators like Flores,
Oregon for
Rock,
sure.
and Twitch, the easiest way to counter Ram is simply to outposition her, and she's not exactly a
So listen to when these devs talk about how to counter the operator. They don't talk about any utility. They don't talk about any utility that could possibly counter her, right? Because there isn't any. I'm gonna let you know. Look at this. Look at this.
some operators, especially stealthy ones like Caveira or Vigil.
Their primary counter, the one thing that they're like, this is the best way to counter this operator, is to just flank the operator. That's their counter because they can't think of anything else. That is f***ing stupid. That is f***ing stupid. I'm sorry, I can't. That's what they suggested you do to counter the operator, is to just flank them.
Ram's
So
bullets
dumb.
are bulletproof, they're not indestructible. Explosives
Yeah, they are.
such as C4 or impact grenades will destroy boogies immediately.
So their solution, again, is to use impact grenades to stop them from creating vert. But in doing so, you're going to make vert by using the impact grenade, right? So the most common scenario of you being able to use an impact grenade to counter this boogie device is when you're below, because no one's going to be next to the boogie device throwing impacts at it because attackers are going to be there, right? So you're going to be below it. So if you're throwing an impact below the device at the wooden floor, you're just creating more vert. So it doesn't even make sense. There's a red canister on it that they can shoot, which is cool. That completely destroys the device. The only thing though is you can't shoot it from below, right? So the entire reason, or the entire way that they're presenting that you counter this operator is being right next to the gadget to be able to impact grenade it or shoot it, right? You can't do either of those. You can't do it because this thing is meant to be played above defenders. So defenders aren't going to be on this gadget because attackers will just shoot them whenever they try to walk up to it and shoot the canister. You can't shoot it from below because, as you can see, you can just make it go across the beams like this that defenders can't shoot through. And even if the boogie device, on the very off chance that it is in the perfect position to not be shot through the metal beams, defenders have to be directly below it to shoot it. And they can't do that because people are going to be looking through the vert holes and killing them. So she's incounterable. She's incounterable. And if you thought it was bad that she had one of them, she has 4! With an R4C with the 1.5, with a shotgun that got buffed to where it can 2-shot 3 armors from a long distance, and it can go through soft walls, zombie barricades, deployable shields, castle barricades. It can curve. It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Mute jammer, or also detected by Solace.
So they're saying, right, that it can be jammed by a mute jammer or detected by Solus. Great, outstanding, right? That's only if the gadget's not activated. What the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
What is happening?
They made an uncounterable operator. You can't counter the operator.
Yes.
But like that's spawn camp the drone. Like bro, okay. Like look, the downtime between when she places the gadget and when she activates it is a fraction of a second. If it's only for a fraction of a second, then Mute can't counter her, and neither can Solus. So it literally does not matter. It doesn't matter. So the way that they balance this operator, in my opinion, is they make it electronic even after it's activated, because it is. You need electronics to power a mechanized system. So the whole excuse of it's only electronic before it's activated literally doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't make sense. What the actual? I'm banning her every round. I'm banning her. I'm banning her every game.
Leave her out, and we're hoping that players have that.
Oh, okay. So it is actually a little easier to see through Vert than I thought it would be. Like he could see the gas canister pretty easily. But still, like you put 4 of them down at one time. What the gonna do? What are they possibly going to do? Bro, it's so... Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at the amount of Vert created. There is more destroyed than there is not destroyed. It's stupid. It's stupid.
You can play the season test server for Operation Heavy Metal starting next week.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Anyways, that is it for the full reveal. But I do want to tell you that there are some things that they didn't mention. So I'm going to go into Gregor's YouTube video and point those things out for you, and we can wrap up the video there. And you might want to stick around because they changed some operators that they should not have changed. Look at this. You know how I was saying that if you drive her along a wall, it destroys the wall? I wasn't lying. Look. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Look. Chat. 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 Why? So like you can curve it. That's what he's talking about here. Look. It can destroy ceilings too. Look. Look. And you'd think surely Aruni Gates counter this operator, right? Surely Aruni Gates will kill this tank. Surely.
Keeps driving forward. Mozzie Pest can't catch the boogie.
Nope. Aruni Gates don't even counter this operator, chat. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my chat. This is the dumbest goddamn operator that they've ever released. This is so overpowered. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Right, so it can be countered by Mute if it's not been activated.
And now I can't activate it.
So take the Mute Jammer off.
Moving, it can't be jammed.
It can't be jammed!
And the Mute Jammer is not.
And it destroys the Mute Jammer for some goddamn disrespect. So with one of 4 of her gadgets, he's able to now have Vert on all of the basement of Consulate.
Various sight lines without
Look at that.
herself. The gadget can work in
It's stupid. And with that third one that he threw, it's going to destroy the soft wall right there too. So like, look, they destroyed the soft wall right here. Dude, like it's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. It's just so stupid, dude. And then okay, this is the change that I wanted to talk about. They nerfed Legion. They buffed him a little bit on the side, so Legion mines are no longer invisible at all. So look, it just completely not invisible. But they made the damage a lot better. So it's more of a damage kind of thing than it is a stealth thing, which I don't really like. I think the whole point of Legion was that he was unique in the fact that his traps were invisible and they were used for information. So look, this is the Super Shorty example I was telling you about. So look at this shit. Oh yeah, Legion got a Super Shorty too, as a result of that nerf. So that's actually pretty cool. So look at this. I want you to know that this is a full health operator that he's super shorting. Okay, watch this.
This guy was on really low health when I got this pick. I can assure you that target had a lot more HP than you might have thought.
Look at this. Full health.
I'm 51 now. That did like
No way.
74, yeah.
So that, chat, that is the new operator that he just shot. And as I told you, the new operator is a 3 armor. He just 2-shot a full health 3 armor with a super shorty. Bro, I can't. Okay, here's what I'm doing, chat. I am going to start a new series called Shotgun to Champ, because I want to highlight to everybody, to my community, to every content creator, and to every single Ubisoft dev, the crucial mistake that they made by implementing this in the video game. Because I guarantee you, I will hit champion with only shotguns. Mark my words, I will hit champion with only shotguns. And they're gonna learn. They're going to learn. I think, honestly, any single operator that brings a shotgun I'm not using their AR or SMG. Because it's not worth the risk of actually missing their head when I can just use a shotgun and one pump them from most ranges, right? And like you might be thinking, well, it's 2 shots, so you have to pick them twice, but this is the super shorty. Imagine how good the supernova is going to be since they buffed it. Imagine how good the SAS shotgun is going to be on Warden and Smoke and Mute. Imagine how good the Doc shotgun is on Twitch, on Doc, on Rook, on Grim, the most powerful shotgun in the game. Imagine how good that's going to be. Imagine how good Ella's shotgun is going to be. It's no contest. So I just wanted to point that out. That is a shotgun change that they should not have made. Doc shotgun can do what he just did in this example with 1 bullet. So now it's going to be even better. I don't want to like plagiarize all of Gregor's video. I just wanted to highlight a few changes that they actually didn't highlight in the video that I showed you previously. So Gregor, please do not get mad at me. But I want to highlight this example where he's using knock shotgun. This is typically considered to be the worst shotgun in the game. It only has 6 bullets. It's a revolver shotgun. It has no damage. It has terrible fire rate, and it has very low range. Now it's actually viable.
Which is what people like about
And I think it is actually going to be better than FMG because like I'm not like I already hate the FMG, so I'm not going to use it. The spaz right, the spaz shotgun or the sausage on Finka, right? Like there's so many possibilities. What they essentially did to a Siege, because they did this with every operator. Most operators have a shotgun, so they just increased the power creep of this game by so much. They made it to where now everybody is overpowered. So now everybody is back at baseline. This is essential game power creep. So it's actually going to be not as like broken as you'd think. But I just think that's going to be new meta where, at least me, I'm going to be running shotgun every chance I get. And unless you're Bolo or Uzi and you can hit heads consistently on SMGs, there's no reason to not be running shotguns because they can go as far as most SMGs. And that map's like on Bank, Chalet, Theme Park where there's really, really long range. Sure, you can run SMGs and ARs, but like shot, dude. As you can see, I was thoroughly wrong about this season. I thought it was going to be like the season with the least amount of content. I think most other content creators also thought that as well. I was very, 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 very much proven wrong, and I think everybody else was as well. So that is just crazy to me. That's just insane. Welcome to Operation Heavy Metal. Everything that was covered in my stream, which you should check out, link in the description. Check out my next video where I go over why I think Echo is going to replace Valkyrie, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.